What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're having a very chill video. We're just gonna go over some main questions that people have when starting their business. I asked people on my Facebook, um, what are some of the main questions you have when starting a business, and they dropped me a lot of questions. So we have 15 questions. So I'm gonna go over them, answer them to the best of my ability. No way am I a business specialist. I didn't go to school. I don't have a degree. This is just things that I'm answering from my perspective and things that I've learned as I've been going through my journey of entrepreneurship. So yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not gonna hold y'all, and we're gonna get right into the video. Okay, so like I said, I asked people on my Facebook, what are some of the main questions you had when starting your business, or that you have, meaning people that are trying to start their business. And they dropped me a lot of questions, and they were honestly like a lot of good questions that I had. So let's get started. And like I said, there is 15 questions. Number one, how to kick it off. So basically, just do it. Do your research for one. I know y'all heard that a lot. Do your research, but really pay attention to brands in the market that you're trying to go to. Make sure that you have the finances. I know a lot of times people are like, oh, you can start your business with $0. Yeah, that's true, but just realistically, you do need a little something to kick your business off. So, do your research. Make sure this is your passion. And do it the right way, and just do it. There's nothing to it but to do it, period. So number two, how much is needed to start? That question is kind of broad. There's no specific amount of money. You can't put a dollar sign on it to start, but you will need something, especially if you are trying to start an online business. You have to pay for a website. Even if you make it yourself, you still have to pay the host, meaning if you get your website through Wix, GoDaddy, Shopify, you still have to pay them to build a website on their site. So that's just an example. So you do need something. It just depends on the market you're trying to go into. I believe we spent my first business, my lash and hair business, we spent maybe like maybe like 600 or 700, because it's me and my cousin. We probably spent like 600 or 700. But like I said, that can vary. Now, if you're a person that's selling digital products like ebooks or something, you can really start with less amount of money. So my advice is, if you are somebody that get a tax refund, that's your time to start your business. Number three, what sizes to order? So if you're selling clothes, like for me, I sell clothes. You need to figure out if you want to cater to plus size, or I don't want to say regular, but regular sizes like small, medium, and large, or if you want to cater to all. And the same if you selling shoes or something like that. Do you want to cater to people with bigger feet, or do you want to carry a range from small to big? And then that'll tell you what sizes to carry. Now, say me, my boutique, I have some plus size, but my main sizes is like small, medium, large, extra large. So most of the time when you buying, you can't like, oh, I only want to buy small, oh, I only want to buy large. It doesn't work like that. With the wholesale, most of the vendors, they do packs of 6, so 2, 2, 2. Two small, 2 medium, 2 large, or they'll do 3, 2, 1, 3 small, 2 medium, 1 large. There is some that'll let you break up the packs, but why would you only want to buy one of one specific size? You might have a lot of people that buy out your largest, but you're still going to have people that purchase sizes small and medium. The largest just may go first, for example. So really, I would decide whether you want to do plus size or just normal sizing. How can I go about this legally? I'm assuming they mean, how can I start my business legally? So legally, you need to figure out how you want to register your business, what entity, whether it's LLC, sole proprietorship, or whatever. You need to figure that out. I'm not going to give anybody any advice on that, because like I said, I'm not an expert. And honestly, when I started my business, I just did LLC because That's what everybody, oh, you need your LLC, you need your LLC. So I would consult with somebody about that. There's people that can help you file and that will have more knowledge um, on what's the best option for you to choose. So yeah, you need your LLC. Most places, if you're selling a product, you need a reseller's permit, which you can get through your state. Yeah, LLC, reseller's permit, and then depending on what, which way you go, what type of business you're starting, if you need any licensing, like for instance, if you're trying to open your own beauty shop and you want to, do hair, then you'll know you need a cosmetology license and that type of thing. So 5, do I need to copyright or trademark? Now, I'm going to be honest, I really don't have a lot of knowledge on there, but from what I do know, if you have something that's never been done, and something that's different, even if, like, say, everybody sell lashes, but say you finna come out with a dope idea, like the girl who did, like, the pharmacy theme, something like that, I would definitely look into trademarking for one, because it's never been done. So I would consult with a trademark lawyer, somebody that specializes in that, and they can walk you through the process on how to do it, if they think you should do it or whatever. I really don't have a lot of knowledge, so I don't want to speak too much on that. So number 6, how can I make sure no one steals my name and can protect my ideas? I feel like that kind of plays into the copyright and trademark thing. And like I said, I really don't have a lot of knowledge on that. So I would just consult with like a trademark lawyer, and they will be able to explain to you how you can protect your ideas and your name and your brand and all of that. Now with the name, you need to register your business legally in the state, and I believe that protects you from somebody else using that name, I think. Number 7, how to overcome distractions in everyday life issues. Life is gonna happen whether you're super successful, whether you're just starting out, whether you're poor trying to start a business. Like, life is always gonna happen, and you just have to have that go-getter strong mindset to want to keep going and not to let life bring you down. Life is gonna happen. I don't care the richest people, Jay-Z and Beyonce, billionaires, life happens to them, but guess what? They still keep going. Can't let life, like, you can't stop things from happening. So honestly, all I could say is deal with it. Learn how to deal with problems. That way you're able to still keep pushing towards your goals and, going on. Because eventually you're going to have to go on. You're going to either let it make you or break you. And I'd rather learn from something and grow and keep going than to let something break me down. And I didn't basically lost everything because I let this one situation bring me all the way down. Number 8, how do you do wholesale? So this one, I really didn't know what she meant. I'm assuming she meant like, how do you get wholesale for your business? Basically, you would just contact a vendor in whatever market you're wanting to go into, and then they will give you the wholesale pricing. They will give you the MOQ, which is the minimum order quantity. So they'll let you know how many pieces you need to purchase in order to get the wholesale price, and basically your vendor will break everything down to you as far as wholesale. So yeah, now if you're wanting to do wholesale, like you're the wholesaler, you would still need a vendor unless you're gonna make the product yourself. And then I'm sure you have to buy a big quantity to be able to get it for a really cheap price, to be able to in turn sell it for a cheap price. So yeah. Number 9, what is the best way to keep up with finances / taxable income? This is important. My first years in business, like, I really didn't keep up with it. I really didn't know much about taxes, and honestly, that's a huge mistake. When you start in business, you want to make sure you got all your bases covered and that you have all of the knowledge on important things. And I would just consult with somebody, a tax consultant, about stuff like that before you even start your business, so that you don't make the mistakes, because it will cost you. So how to keep up with it, there's a lot of different apps and softwares. QuickBooks is a good one. It's really simple, easy to navigate. You can get it on your phone. I believe you can get it like the software on your computer or whatever, and then you could just put in your income. You can link your like business debit card and stuff. That way, when you spending, like it's keeping track of that, and then you can enter receipts on there as well to keep up with different stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't know that you could like write off on your taxes. Like if you use, like the gas you use to go do business, phone bills, and anything you spend that's related to business, for the most part, you can pretty much write off. So I would talk to a tax consultant to be able to know what things you need to be keeping track of. Honestly, all your expenses related to business needs to be, you need to be on track. So I would get the QuickBooks app. Number 10, how to manage money and invest it back. When you're first starting out, you don't need to be spent, like, basically you don't need to pay yourself unless your business just took off like a damn rocket. But you need to not spend your money like on personal stuff or taking it out to spend on you. Like in the beginning, I spent it all. Like the first year, I just kept putting it back into my business, because the goal is to flip it. So if you buy 10 lashes and you sell out of them, and you want to go back and be able to buy 20 or 30, and then, just keep doubling it, tripling it, quadruple, keep flipping that money and just invest it back until you're at a really good amount that you can live off of. I will say, like, don't spend every single last dime of your money on inventory. You still need to have a little bit to play with. For instance, like me, I have to pay for a website to be able to sell my clothing on. And then shipping, I have to be able to pay for shipping, which I don't pay for but once a month. So basically all month I'm able to ship orders without have to pay for it right then. And then when my Shopify bill comes around, my shipping is all in there. So if I spend all my money up buying inventory, and then the next day or in 2 days is, my Shopify bill is due and it's $200 because it's my $29 a month plus all the shipping I did for the month, then I'm gonna have to pay that out of my personal pocket because I ain't even make the money back. So I would say just keep reinvesting and growing your business, and not spending your money on you personally. Number 11, how to make time. You gotta make time, honestly. Like, I know a lot of us starting out, we work 9 to 5s, but there's 24 hours in a day. You might have to have some late nights. You might have to have some early mornings before you gotta get up for work. If you gotta be to work at 8, get your ass up at 4:35. Like, you gotta put in the work for your dream. And if you have time after work to watch TV or go out to eat or, do something that really is not benefiting you, then you have time to put into your business. Cut off that TV and spend that little 30 minutes or an hour working on your business. The time you would have spent kicking it with your friends or, just doing extracurricular activities. Like, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Make the sacrifice for a few months where it's just your 9 to 5 in your business. That way you can get to a point where you don't need your 9 to 5. It's all about your business. So it's enough time for everything if you make the time and if you're wanting to make something work. I will say that. Number 12, how to find a vendor. Y'all, this is so crazy that this is the most common question. Google. I have never, and I'm not knocking it because I have started selling vendors to people, but I have never paid for a vendor. They're out there. These hair vendors and lash vendors they're on social media. No, all of them aren't good. Yes, some of them have bomb quality hair, and I'm just using hair for an example. But you're gonna spend some money testing out vendors, especially when it's something like hair, lashes, clothing. You're gonna have to test out the quality, see how that vendor works, see how fast their shipping is, see if they send consistent quality products. Like, they're on Instagram like crazy, especially I would say hair and lash vendors and like cosmetic, they're on Instagram. But Google, that's how I found all my vendors, and I went from there And a lot of these like business groups on Facebook, they share vendors, and then it's up to you to test it out to see if that vendor is going to work for you. If you're wanting to sell clothes, there's a whole fashion district in LA that you can just fly out there. I mean, you do need some of them you need a reseller's permit, but not all of them, because when I went out there, I went to a lot of them and they never asked for my reseller's permit. But just be on the safe side, get your reseller's permit. And go out there. The reseller's permit is free. Go to LA, Google the fashion district. It's gonna pop up an address, and it goes on for blocks. So you can literally just walk. Or Google wholesale clothing. They will pop up. I'm gonna give y'all one. Orangeshine.com. You do need a reseller's permit, but get on there. They have freaking hundreds of vendors on there, and you can just look and see what vendors carry the stuff that you're looking for. And they have clothes, shoes, accessories, some even lashes. Also fashiongo.net, they're like a hub for vendors to sell their stuff. Get on there. They have hundreds of thousands of vendors. So those are two that y'all can check out, but you do need your reseller's permit to even access their website. Like, you can go to their website, but you won't be able to get on there and see nothing. Number 13, how to overcome self-doubt. The only way to overcome self-doubt is just to do it. There's no secret formula. There's no secret formula. Like, you just gotta do it. If you doubt, nobody else is gonna believe in you if you doubt in yourself. Eventually, even if it's people that believe in you, eventually, if you always like doubting yourself, they're gonna be like, well, hell, if you don't believe in yourself, let me fall back. I'm the main one, pushing you. So you just gotta do it. Block out the world, keep your eyes on the prize, have a vision, and go for it. Number 14, how to set up shipping. Shipping can be set up several ways, but if you have a website like me, I'm through Shopify. When you're entering products, it'll have you put the ounces, the pounds, kilograms, whatever metric you want to use, put it in there. Or you could set a standard price, but if you just put the shipping in there, the weight, when you time to create a label and send something off, it'll pop up all like UPS, the post office, and then it'll give you all the shipping options from overnight shipping to international to this, and it'll give you a price and you select the one you want. There are also apps that you can use to connect to your website. So whoever you go through as far as a website, it'll take you through the shipping process when you're setting the website up. And the last but not least, how to handle chargebacks. I've only had one chargeback, and the lady actually got her hair. It just didn't come when she wanted it to, because at the time the weather was bad, so it had got delayed, and she tried to blame me for it, but I sent it off when I told her I was going to send it off, and it got delayed. So how to handle chargebacks, all I did was submit to PayPal, because she found it through PayPal. I just submitted our messages that she wrote, basically confirming that she received it. I sent tracking, and then on the tracking, when I send hair, I make them sign for it, and I sent you can go back to your tracking and get the signature, like the actual signature that she signed on the post office worker's little thing. And I sent that in, and they won. I know sometimes people say PayPal is not always in your favor, so I don't really know. I would just say keep all your receipts, and if you're selling a high-priced item like hair, that's a lot of people do get chargebacks on hair. If you're selling something really expensive, then and if you're mailing, if it's a physical product, I would always have them sign for it. That way you have signature proof. And I've only had one chargeback, so that's what I did, and it worked in my favor, and I was able to get my money back. So I would just say keep proof. Okay, so that is all the questions that I have for this video. I hope that this helped you guys. Like I said, if you're needing help finding vendors, please reach out to me. I'm willing to help. I am charging a small fee, just depending on what vendor you're looking for or what all you want me to help you with, just because, I'm spending my time and I have my own businesses, but I do want to be able to help people. No, I'm not charging for just basic information. People ask me questions all the time, but if you have any questions about business, please feel free to comment down below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my abilities. If it's something that I'm not able to answer, I'm not going to give you a lie or a bullshit answer. I'm going to just tell you straight up, I don't know, and I maybe can point you in the direction of who to contact to find out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really hope this helped you. I wish everybody much success in their business. I hope that we all be on top soon, and like I said, go for what you want. Keep your eyes on the prize, and it's nothing to it but to do it. I love y'all, and y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all in my next video.